my friends, hope everyone is having a great week so far. My name is Algardas Matanis and this is the Beginner to Pro video series. Today we're going to do a question and answer type video, which is going to be a little bit different from my regular detailed tutorials. As always, don't forget to give a thumbs up, comment, share and subscribe if you enjoy my work. That being said, I'm super excited to do this. Let's answer some questions which I thought are relevant to many players. Unlike regular series, instead of picking one subject and breaking it down into a very detailed fashion, I will give targeted tips that you could put into practice. Let's crack on. One of my followers, Sompop Kornputsa, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, asked me to help him out with his stamina in high register and maybe show some exercises. He sent me the list of pieces from which I got the idea that he is a relatively advanced player who has high range facilities, just could use some more control at it. A quick breakdown on why you start to have stamina problems in high register in the first place. When you play anywhere in between to mid, high or super high ranges, in order for your lips to vibrate, you need them flat, and that requires a lot of muscle endurance. As soon as your muscle gets tired, they loosen up and you start getting some air in between your teeth and your lips. Since we need them flat, our natural instinct is usually to push Mouthpiece to our face, and that way prevent our lips from puffing. This can work for a short period of time, but since you are pushing the Mouthpiece into your lips, you cut off the blood flow. Soon enough, your lips become deflated and stop vibrating. Learning how to control these things is a very long process. However, since my guy has a recital soon, I will show a quick way of how you should practice leading up to the show, and a quick little tip that could save you in these tired moments of your performances. The best exercise I personally found when it comes to strengthening your facial muscles is lip bending. It will also allow you to improve the control of your airspeed. Follow me and listen carefully. We will start on a low C or concert pitch B flat. Then play a 16-note pattern using valves on the first 8 notes and lip bend on the remaining 8 notes. Go down chromatically till you reach your lowest combination. After that, do the same thing starting on a low G or concert pitch F and go down all the way to where you started your previous sequence. After that, do the same thing, just this time starting on a middle C or concert pitch B flat. The most important thing here is to put almost zero pressure on your lips. Just gently touch the mouthpiece. In order to do that, you will have to keep your corners very firm. Normally, I do not recommend keeping your corners too tight when you perform, because it might decrease the space in between your lips. But since we're trying to strengthen the face muscles and we play in a safe range, it is exactly what you want for now. Look at the mirror and make sure that your corners are facing down as if you were saying a letter M. If your muscles are not strong enough, you might start getting a buzzing noise when trying to touch the mouthpiece as minimally as possible. This is absolutely fine. As you get stronger, the sound will open up. Just make sure to put no pressure whatsoever. When you're done with the sequence, start doing some glisses starting on a low C or concert pitch B flat, going down to your lowest combination. When you finish doing this, give yourself a 5-minute break and try to flap your lips to get back the blood circulation. Then start again by adding a half step to all the bending patterns and another interval to your glissandos. Keep adding as many notes and intervals as possible and strive for adding more every day. Whenever you reach a point where you can't do it anymore, stop and give yourself preferably a couple of hour break before you continue anymore. Ideally, you want to do this first thing practicing. It will take you anywhere between 25 minutes and an hour. Then give yourself a break. practice pieces, give yourself another break, and then finish off the day with the same thing again. The week leading up to your big performance, cut out the last session of lift strength training. You want to start giving your muscles a bit more time to recover before the show. 3 days before the performance, cut off any of the bending or glissando exercises. And the last day before your show, do not play at all except for the light warm-up on your low notes. There is one little trick that could literally save you if at some point you're in the situation where you got some high stuff coming and your lips are completely shutting down. Right before the high stuff, you have to adjust your mouthpiece position. You need to push the bottom part of the rim solid right beneath your low lip to the point where it flattens the part under the lip. Then you need to make sure that the upper lip is barely touching the mouthpiece at all. No pressure whatsoever. This will allow your lips to vibrate at fast frequencies a little bit easier. Generally, you want minimum connection between mouthpiece and lips at all time, but this could be a short-term solution for you. Let's move on to the second question of the day. My friend Carlos Hatfield here seems to be having issues with high register as well. However, it's more sound related. He asked me if I could give him some tips on how to improve his sound quality in a higher range and send me this video of him playing. Let's have a quick look at it. I know that Carlos is not a native English speaker, and he told me he has some struggles understanding it. So I will put some subtitles in Portuguese below. Sorry in advance for terrible translation, I'm just trying to be helpful though. So for me, the problem was very obvious. The sound becomes smaller, closed, and very bright when he goes up in the pitch. Let's just listen to this again and pay attention to the sound whenever the pitch is up. All the symptoms point to the lip spacing. Let's just take a second to point out a few good things he's doing here. The corners of his lips are facing down whenever he goes up, which indicates that his air is directed down in the high register. It means the airflow is coordinated well. Also, his lip corners are nice and shut, which means he probably has a pretty decent control in his comfortable range, which is another great thing. That being said, let's try and fix your problems, my friend. As I mentioned, judging from the fact that you're still capable of playing the notes just with a decreased sound quality, it is more than obvious that the problem is the space in between the lips. Unlike a lot of players who have underdeveloped facial muscles, you obviously have no problem in this aspect. In fact, you're quite the opposite. You keep your corners so tight that it compresses your lips too much. There are two quick things that I would like you to do, and then I will show you how to practice them. So follow carefully to what I say. Try and play the same exercise you played for me on your video. This time, you need to put your metronome down to probably half the tempo. Start playing and concentrate on where is your teeth positioned. Now, as you start going higher, try to open your teeth and position them closer to the rim of the mouthpiece rather than inside of the cup. This will prevent your lips from shutting the space. Also, you seem to be having a pretty stretched embouchure. It works on instruments such as trombone or trumpet since they require faster air than euphonium. We, on the other hand, in order to produce that warm euphonium sound, need to be forming a rounder shape with our lips. Let's just have a look at this. I'm going to show you a quick exercise to work on this. You need to do this first thing in your practice and do it for all of your exercises except for the pieces you have to play. You have already formed a habit for your embouchure and it is going to be uncomfortable changing it. Each day you start practicing this and then you use your old embouchure when you need to play the pieces. However, you have to try and slowly transition from your stretched embouchure to more rounded embouchure, at least if you want to sound more like a classical player. A lot of jazz players who want brighter, more trombone-like sound tend to stretch the lips, but since you asked me how to make the sound smoother and warmer, I assume that is not what you want. I can tell you straight away that it might take you 6 or maybe more months to feel completely comfortable playing this way all the time. So do not give up after a couple days. However, you should feel the difference straight away, except for it might be a little bit uncomfortable. As always, thanks for watching, my friends. If you want me to answer any of your questions, you need to post them on my Facebook fan page, which is www.facebook.com/Matonis with double Z. Please do not send any of your inquiries to my personal Facebook account. I don't mind that, but since I receive a high volume of messages, there is a huge chance it might not be answered. If you want any personalized advice, make sure to film a short video like Carlos did. Kudos to him for that. Make sure you display the problem you have rather than send me something you're good at. I'll make sure any mean comments will be deleted instantly so you don't have to worry about that. Once again, make sure to click the subscribe button as well as share this free information with your fellow musicians. I will leave my contact details below in case you have any inquiries. For now, stay safe, work hard, and keep motivated. Till the next time.
Yes, we're good.
Back you could. Yep. Oh my God, how that happened? Seriously ridiculous. He asked me if I could have. He asked me if I could. He asked me if I could.
Second.
He asked me if I could give him some tips. Okay, let's roll. He asked me if I could give him some tips on how to improve his sound quality higher. Okay. Okay, go speaker. And he told me that. Sorry in advance for terrible. It means the airflow is coordinated good. No?
That should be well. To be grammatically correct, it should say well instead of good.
Coordinated well, okay.
Nice.
Finally. Shutting the splash. My face. This will prevent you. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Okay, let's go up. www.facebook.com/Matonis with double Z. What's wrong with the Z? It's cool.
We say Z.
Well, I don't get What'd you say? I'm sweating like crazy. My back is now like completely wet.
Hey, at least they're not looking at your back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Scene 29.